Here we go. Digital Adele back with another Digital Adele Hoops Beyond the Backboard podcast for you with my co-host Matt Hanifan. How you doing today, Matt?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. We're again dog days of August. We're August 19th now. We are, I think, roughly 2 months away from the start of the NBA season. That starts the 21st of October. A month and a half away from training camp. Just as the days goes by,
I'm
it's
telling
just
you, man,
shorter every single time.
we are definitely in the dog days. Here in playback for behind the scenes, they've changed the layout of everything. I was having trouble figuring out how to get a simulcast on YouTube. We are absolutely in preseason form, as are the players and all of the prospects waiting for college basketball as well. We are just biding our time, chomping at the bit, trying to get a little bit better day by day, get used to the new staff and the new facilities. We're doing the same thing here at Playback. So,
Off-season workouts.
That's right. Hey man, I had my workout yesterday. I did some plyo stuff. I did some stretching and stability stuff because of my back. But I was hitting the balance ball. I was hitting dribbling routine. I was telling somebody in the stage show on Discord, I want to do Chris Handy. I want to get his name right. The guy who teaches Kyrie Irving his dribbling, teaches that wide base dribbling stance. I want to make a video, not parroting what he does, but I do want to do his routine, but I want to put my spin on his dribble routine. Not because, I think personally it could be helpful to somebody. That's why I want to do it. But I got to get my body right first. I got to get back healthy in order to do that. But anyway, we're in the weeds. We're not here to talk about me. We're here to talk about the Charlotte Hornets and their 2025 NBA draft picks. And I know Matt's excited. Ryan Kalkbrenner's in it. Lee McNeely's in it. Sion James. Oh, and this guy named Con Knipple. You may have heard of him. Not sure.
Who?
Yeah, Con, man. Con's going to be awesome. People really were down on him after his first preseason game. Completely overblown, as fans tend to do things. Because fandom is fanatical. To be a fan, you must be fanatical, apparently. That's what the definition says. So we're here to keep you grounded, let you know the sky is not falling with Con Knipple. He's going to be an outstanding basketball player to next level. And that's where I want to start things, Matt. Talk to me about what you saw at Con Knipple coming out of college, and how did that translate to the NBA Summer League?
The very earliest impressions of him in Summer League were like he had that bad shooting performance. I don't remember what it was, but it was like 0 of 6, 0 of 7. I'm just spewing numbers. It was a bad first game. He had 5 points against Utah. And the thing with that was, like, for people who were watching Con Knipple for the first time, they probably were like, why did this guy go, number 4 overall, whatever the case is? And it was just like, I couldn't have been less concerned with it. Right. I just pulled it up. 1 of 8 shooting from the floor, 0 of 5 from deep. It was a very bad performance to his standard.
Right.
Even though I wasn't worried at all whatsoever. He closed out Summer League 16 points, 19 points, 17 points, and then 21 points. He shot efficient from deep in those 4 games, even though his total 3-point percentage was just 34.3% throughout his 5 Summer League games.
Yes.
I'm not worried about Con Knipple. I thought he was still super awesome in those games. Again, the connective playmaking, the rebounding. I thought he was solid defensively. Like, again, I wasn't like super impressed, but I wasn't like underwhelmed or anything like that from him defensively, just his overall performance. But he was everything as advertised in terms of a shooter, at least in those final 4 games, which I think is a better summation of his skill set and what he will provide to an NBA basketball team instead of that first game.
I have to agree. That first game was an aberration. You can tell he was trying to go a little too fast. And his game, even though he can go up tempo, his game isn't move 100 miles an hour, as soon as I get the ball, fly all over the place. He's got to play with pace, change of speed, play off 2 feet, get people on his hip and use his shoulders. Dude's super strong. And you saw that as the games went on. He started to find his rhythm, find his pace, and he played a little bit more to his true identity. And so the funny thing about him and Liam McNeely, they boast both. I said boast. They both average 7 attempts per game from 3. And that's quite a bit. And he ended up shooting 34.3%, which is low for him. Now, because the sample size is so small, that first game really influenced those numbers. What I wonder is if we threw that first game out, what he shot after that first game. I'm probably going to go back at some point and do that math because I find it very interesting. The other thing about Con Knippel is defensively, he's super competitive. He's always in the right spot, and he rebounds extremely well for his size. So he averaged 4.8 rebounds per game. 4 of those were on the defensive glass, 0.4 on the offensive glass. And so I think that's in line with what you're going to see from him in regular season play, that he's going to be able to get on the glass and help you out that way. And I think all of their draft picks rebound the ball actually very well. So that includes Sion James, Liam McNeely, and the one, the only, speed walker, Ryan Kalkbrenner.
I just did the math. 40%, 12 of 30.
Exactly what he shot in college, basically 40% from 3.
Yeah,
so
pretty much.
Yeah, not worried about the further 3-point line. That's not going to bother him one bit.
And it's summer league. People are watching these guys for the first time in an NBA setting,
right,
with their new teammates. It's on a national stage to a certain extent.
Right.
You go online, you always see the reactions. You always see the instant overreactions. And that's fine. It's fine. I expect it at this point. But yeah, some people at least, I'm not going to generalize anyone. Some people were overreacting to Con Knippel's first game. It's just like, I couldn't have been less concerned. I could not have been less concerned.
Same. I'm right there with you. Now, this brings me to Liam McNeely. And I saw this guy live in Vegas when I was there. It's so long ago, I forgot that I've been there. Like, I just remembered.
Yeah, right.
And he was outstanding. Blew me away as far as relative to my expectations. Now, I'm gonna pump the brakes a little bit. He only played 2 games. He did shoot 42.9% from 3, which is completely different than what he shot in college. But he was a very good free throw shooter in college. And it tells you that he's got very good form. So you knew eventually the shooting was going to come around. The rebounding translated 8.5 rebounds per game, 4 assists per game. Con Knippel almost 4 assists per game as well. Very good facilitator, both of those guys, surprisingly. McNeely surprised me of how well he moved in space, because you didn't see that in college at all. What were your initial thoughts seeing Liam McNeely in the summer league?
Oh, I thought he was awesome. And to your point, relative to expectation, I didn't expect him to average 18, 9, and 4, albeit across 2 games. Just to warn people why he only played 2 games, right? Achilles tendonitis. I think, I'm not a doctor, but it feels like a precursor to, like, if you continue to strain that or whatever the case is, it could potentially tear it. So you don't want to, like, that. I don't know how serious, like, I don't know the extent of his tendonitis. I can't speak for any of that stuff.
Right.
But I imagine the Hornets are going to be extra precautionary with that, not only now, but for the future. And this was over a month ago when this happened, so hopefully he's fully recovered since then. I'm not sure if this is at all related to like the same leg that he had the ankle injury on, but nonetheless, he did
great
have
point.
Nonetheless, he did have tendonitis on his Achilles, and he only played 2 games, but he was excellent in those 2 games. Again, as you mentioned, 18 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, shot 42.9% from deep. He moved really well. He was efficient, something that he wasn't at UConn really most of his freshman season, whether it was related to the ankle injury or not. But he wasn't that efficient. So I mean, he got to the free throw line a little bit, which he did a decent amount. In college, he rebounded the ball well. He just had like a nose for the basketball that I appreciate. I still worry about him defensively in an NBA setting. Team defense individually, whatever the case is, but like the thing that I liked most about Liam was like at UConn he was competitive. Like he wanted to play. He showed a little bit of fire. He just wasn't all that productive nor impactful, at least to our expectation. And we
Right.
had questions about whether it would translate. In this 2-game sample, it did translate. And so I'm curious to see how that ultimately translates in an NBA setting against NBA level athletes.
Absolutely. And they traded for Liam McNeely. It wasn't like he was a original draft pick of theirs. He was from a trade with Phoenix. And so they drafted two very, very similar guys in Con Knipple and Liam McNeely. I'm really, and before we get too much further down the line, don't forget to like and subscribe. We want this channel to keep growing. It's how we continue to keep bringing you this content every year. So that like and subscribe goes a long way to helping the YouTube overlords to pump out our channel, as well as the podcast. So Apple Podcasts, Spotify, find us on those platforms and media. But Liam McNeely was originally he was traded. He was drafted via the Phoenix pick, and that's how they got him. But they now and also it's kind of a puzzling fit, and I'll tell you why. LaMelo Ball, even though he's a great passer, like that's the best part of LaMelo's game, he isn't really a ball mover. The ball doesn't just flow. The ball sticks a lot with LaMelo. Dribble, 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 dribble. Sidestep, half court, unserious 3-point shot off of 1 foot. So I'm very curious how these two very serious people, like Con Knipple's very serious on the court. Liam McNeely seems very serious. How they're going to fit and mesh with LaMelo Ball. And you also have Brandon Miller. You have Miles Bridges is still there, right?
Yep.
So Redacted's still there. He handles the ball a lot. Now, both of these guys should be able to spot up. I know Con can spot up. He's played off of Cooper Flag, so he's had to be second fiddle before. Liam McNeely isn't really the ball handler that he showed in Summer League. I don't think that's going to continue in the regular season. I really can't see him being that efficient handling the basketball.
Yeah.
So he'll be able to spot up. So I could see how it could work. But it just seems from a lineup standpoint, I don't see how both of these players get playing time this season. It just seems like it's going to have to be one or the other.
That I could see a world where both play. I don't know how much. Because we have to think about this. The Hornets are still a team that isn't going to win.
True.
And LaMelo's had a checkered injury history. Brandon Miller hasn't been the healthiest of players, albeit over his, I think, 2 years? He's entering his third year.
Right.
Like, I think there is a world where both get decent amount of playing time just because they are a team that's still like a bottom tier team in the East.
They are a bottom tier team. They didn't win very many games. But Con Knipple's going to play on the wing. Liam McNeely's going to have to play on the wing.
Yeah.
Are you playing either of those guys on ball? Like the majority of their minutes? I don't think so.
Oh, no. I wouldn't do that.
So you have Miles Bridges taking up a wing. You have Trey Mann who's there. I mean, he could play on ball. Brandon Miller. You have Tajden Salawan. He's going to play down low, but He plays on the perimeter quite a bit. Nick Smith
It's been disappointing for him the last.
It has been. It has been.
Yeah.
So I guess it is possible, but there's going to be some good competition for those guys of established vets that are in the league. Like they're going to have to earn it to get on the floor for sure.
No doubt. No doubt. Like it's not going to be just given to them. It may not happen right away.
Right.
But I think at some point during the season, whether it's due to injury or whatever the case is, I think both those guys are going to see some playing time, barring injury. I'd be surprised if they didn't, just because, again, I think they want to develop these guys. The Hornets, I want to say the Hornets president came out like a few days ago, and he was just like, yeah, Liam McNeely was like way higher on our board than where we got him at 29, which, I mean, again, good for them.
Good for them. Yeah.
But
not sure why he was way higher, but good for them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I just think there's a world where both play because they want to develop these guys. They want to. This is like they're still in like a. I don't even want to call it transit. They're in a rebuild phase,
right?
So, it's not even like I was gonna say transitional phase, but then I was like, transition from what? Like, what are they?
They're transitioning from bad to worse. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Why is my camera so blurry? Someone fix it.
It does this like every other episode for
every other episode, but if I go like this, it fixes it. Not really.
You look like me trying to dance because I don't know how to dance.
Oh, that's funny if you dance like that. That's really funny. But speaking of somebody that I think is going to get an opportunity, and that's Zion James. I actually think he gets backup point guard minutes for the Hornets. He was drafted 33rd overall. So in case we didn't do this before, Con Knipple was 4th overall. Liam McNeely was picked 29th overall. Zion James 33rd overall. And Zion James, the point guard out of Duke, does a lot of good things that you want from a backup point guard. Plays extremely hard, isn't a ball stopper. The ball moves, and he makes open threes. And he's basically a running back playing basketball. What are your thoughts on Zion James? How do you feel he fit?
Does he get playing time over Dinwiddie?
Is Dinwiddie going to be healthy? How many games has Spencer Dinwiddie played in the past 5 years?
Not a ton, but just initially, I don't know if he gets.
Yeah, maybe not initially until Dinwiddie turns back into Dinwiddie and is,
and Sexton.
Is Colin Sexton there now? I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So he doesn't really get any backup minutes.
That was the weird one, like where they were like Utah was like, or at least there were rumors about them like trying to get actually something of value, but then they had to attach a pick to get off of him for Nurkic of all players.
Right.
But anyway, that's besides the point. I like Zion. The thing that I am very skeptical of for him to get playing time is his shooting.
That's gonna be an issue. I agree with that, but I think as long as he sticks to standstill threes, he's a very good shooter when he gets his feet set.
Sure, but he's gonna have to do that. Like
I agree.
It's more of like I'll believe it when I see it.
Right.
He was good, I think, his last 2 years of college?
Yes.
But
he was good in summer league too.
Didn't he shoot 0% from 3?
Shh, don't tell people that. He did. He didn't shoot well.
Yeah, and so like that's where it's like I loved him defensively. I thought he was like solid defensively from what I could recollect in summer league.
He's very good. Yeah, he's very good defensively.
Yeah, and so like that's the part that's like the floor for him is like you're getting like a solid, strong point of attack defender, a guy who can maybe defend 2 or 3 different positions at his best.
That's his claim to fame, man. Defense.
Yeah, but it's just it's everything else offensively, more specifically the shooting. That's like I am genuinely concerned about his ability to get playing time really as a rookie. Like I think for me, he feels like a guy who's just going to spend most of the season in the G League in Greensboro.
You're right. And especially looking at the way the roster's constructed, I didn't realize they had Sexton. So yeah, he's not going to play at all this season now.
It's and they still have Nick Smith Jr. I don't know how much they believe in him.
But he's not really a point guard.
He's not.
They're trying to use him that way, but he's not a point guard.
No, he's not.
So real quick to follow up on Dinwiddie, he played 30 games last season for Dallas, and he played 4 games for LA the previous season. He's played 34 games in 2 years. It's not good.
No.
But that brings us, we have one more guy, and we've been saving the best for last. And number 34 overall, Ryan Kalkbrenner. What have you seen out of Ryan Kalkbrenner? Has your attitude changed about the way he moves?
Absolutely not. Not in the slightest. I think it'll be like what I saw in Summer League was kind of the eval of like, I think there are times I like his rebounding ability, but there's also times where that leaves a little bit to be desired.
I was going to talk about that.
But at the same time, like, again, his ability to tier shots, his ability, like, I think him and LaMelo theoretically can be a good pick and roll combination.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Why not?
I really don't like Ryan Kalkbrenner's game. I don't think it's going to translate very well.
Sure.
I'm not even sold on him being a roller, dude. He doesn't move very well.
Well, he doesn't.
He doesn't even get down the lane.
He's just a mountain. Like, you throw it anywhere around the rim.
I mean, that worked in college. It worked in college. I just don't see it in the NBA.
I'm glad, though, they didn't, like, when they traded Mark Williams and when they traded Nick Richards.
Right.
They at least were able to get Plumlee.
Yes.
Or they traded Nick Richards a while ago, but when they at least traded Mark Williams, they were able to get Plumlee. And so, like, it's not going to be all on him. Like, he'll be, 15, 20 minutes per night, probably.
Probably. Here's the thing about Kalkbrenner. He only averaged 5.5 rebounds in Summer League in 6 games. He played 6 games, only gave you 5.5 rebounds. Didn't really block many shots. It didn't give you much. I mean, what? 3.5 field goals per game in 25 minutes? I don't know, man.
I'm fine with that.
It's going to be tough. He really can't space the floor. He shot like 28% from 3.
That's going to be something he's going to have to develop. Yeah, that's going to be something he's going to have to develop over time.
For sure. I just have a hard time. I do. I have a really hard time with that.
He moves terribly.
He moves terribly, but he'll be a great pick and roll player with LaMelo Ball.
It's the backup big thing where it's like, all I need you to do is rim run block shots. At the very bare minimum least, I can see him blocking like a decent amount of shots when he plays.
Let me ask you this. Who had more rebounds per game? Vlad Golden or Ryan Kalkbrenner?
What was Vlad Golden's last game stat line again? What was his final game stat line? Something crazy?
Something crazy, but
when no one
he still only rebounded 5.3 rebounds per game. Ryan Kalkbrenner's pretty much the same. 5.5, something like that, rebounds per game.
Yeah.
Who shot the higher field goal percentage? Vlad Golden or Ryan Kalkbrenner?
I would hope Golden.
Why would you hope it's
he doesn't
Golden?
Shoot threes.
Yeah, I'll give you that one, Matt. I'll give you that one. It is Vlad Golden. He shot 65% from the field.
Again, theoretically, Kalkbrenner shouldn't be shooting threes either. But
theoretically, hypothetically, realistically, stylistically, he should not be doing that. That is absolutely correct.
Right now. If Ryan can develop, I mean, he's like, what, 35 years old? If he can develop a 3-point shot over the next few years.
He could save his career if he could develop a 3-point shot. Because then he could actually be useful. Who moves better, Lopez or Kalkbrenner?
Next question.
Next question.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah, so I mean, it's going to be tough for Ryan. I mean, he went 34th. It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this while I pull up my big board. Who do you think out of the group long term is the better player? Liam McNeely, Con Knipp.
I mean, you're throwing a lob to me. Knipple.
Throw it up. Or dunk that home. It's definitely Con Knippel. I had Con Knippel 5th on my big board. They picked him 4th. So they're even higher on Con than I was. And then, Liam McNeely, I had 28th. So the league agreed with me. He went 29th.
Jeff Peterson didn't, though.
Right. Where did they have him?
We had him 10th.
Where did they have him top 15? Like, where the heck did they have this guy?
They're never going to reveal that, but yeah.
No, never. It'll never come out. That's like Jaeger going what, 6th or 8th or whatever. Yeah, like, it's insane. Yeah. Insane. Ryan Kalkbrenner had 41st. So he went higher than I thought. And then Sion James, they pulled that rabbit way out of the hat. Because Sion, I had pretty low, man. And I
don't remember where I had Sion. I remember I had Kalkbrenner above, I was going to say above Knipple. No, that's
I had him 46th. Sion James 46th.
I had Kalkbrenner above McNeely and then McNeely above Sion, I believe. I don't remember. I'd have to pull it up again.
Gotcha. What point guard would you rather have? Sion James or Ryan Nembhard?
What point guard would I rather have?
Yeah.
Probably Sion.
Sion's the better defender. Ryan's the better offensive player.
I mean, Ryan is so small, dude. Like, I can't. That's the only reason why I'm picking Sion James is because Ryan Nembhard is just very small, and the margin for error is microscopic for those guys.
Would you rather have Ryan Kalkbrenner or Rocco Zakarski?
Ryan.
I'd rather have Rocco.
How old is Rocco? Is he young?
Like 19.
I was gonna say, yeah, he's a young guy.
Yeah, he's super young. I like Rocco, man. And you know who I'd take over both those guys?
Who? I know what you're gonna say, but
what am I gonna say?
Lachlan Ulbrich.
Lachlan Ulbrich, you're darn right. People are going to be surprised.
We do this show too often. I could just read your mind.
We do. We do this way too often. You knew. And it's the most obscure guy.
And considering we do this often, you guys should like and subscribe.
You should follow along for the ride.
Come on.
Just like we're all sitting around at the sports bar, talking shop. Like, subscribe. Take us with you in the car on your way to work. We appreciate you. And with that, tell the people where they can find you, follow you, and get more of your work, Matt Hanifan.
You can find me at NPH_824_ on Twitter, or as some people call it, X. I see, like, whenever I'm like reading stuff.
No one calls it that.
No, but like whenever I'm reading stuff online where there's just like,
right,
they said it on X, and I'm like, no one actually calls it that.
No one calls it that. Yeah, it'll forever be Twitter.
Yeah, right. But yes, that's where you can find me at on Twitter. You could find me at hothouthoops.com, vendettasportsmedia.com, as well as mountainwestconnection.com, in addition to playback.tv/5RSN and playback.tv/digital Adele hoops. I almost botched the name.
Right now. You did botch it. I mean, Adele is tough to say. The word digital kind of has Dell in it somewhere if you rearrange the letters. And
rearrange, like,
that's right.
Just eliminate half the word. And
eliminate half the words, and Dell somewhere similar in there.
Half the letters. Yeah,
that's right. But so the reason why we want you to be able to do that is, we appreciate you. We want to grow the show. Share it with your friends so they can be just as smart as you when you're talking about these basketball players. One other thing, the schedule and format's a little different. We've only been going on Tuesdays, so we're down to 1 day a week during the off season. We may bring a bonus episode in there or two, but when the regular season comes back around, we'll be back up and running on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So for now, Tuesdays for sure, maybe a bonus day here and there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Digital Adele. That's Matt Hanifan. We'll see you next time.